See how that works then. Thought we'd have a go at this, look, a little water heater. I think it's a shower unit, isn't it? Copper. Never think when you lose your battery, Drew, and then find it under the bench. One bolt. One bolt, mate. I'll go and do that from the base first. That's a bit easy, isn't it? All these screws are iron. Sometimes they're stainless. I'm not too sure on these heaters. Little brass collar, look. Sweet as a nut. Steam pump. Someone mentioned it the other day, like, do I ever make anything like that? And I do get it, but I just don't really get time to make that sort of stuff. I know it sounds like a lousy excuse. Shouldn't be using these cutters on this wire because they're only meant for fine wire. Not that this wire's degraded or anything, you know, being fine and not fine. I don't want to be plastic. Too much plastic. Yeah, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's like the sort of thing Ali Mac Mechanical would distill his beer in. Oh, shouldn't have said that. He don't distill his beer, honest. I didn't even know you could do that, could you? Distilling beer. A few more bits of plastic. These little nuts and bolts, I always keep these because I do make stuff. It's just a matter of getting it right. Look, a few more bits of plastic. This little switch, there'll be little silver contacts in there. You normally just rip them open. Oh look, little switch. You're like a little switch. This is where it goes, all the bits. So do it so it points downwards. It shouldn't be a problem. There you go. One more in there. Couple more bits of plastic. Get that out of the way. So we've got a nice brass strap there. If we go in the scrap, I can do something with it. Do one of them main bands with the letter punches. Phone number with someone's name next to it on a long one, maybe. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? A bit of advertising, like a business card. So what we've got here, look, these hasn't got one. Where are they? There we go. Just tiny little silver contacts. Yeah? So we snip them off. They've all got to be snipped off. Save all these little bits of brass, they go into the brass pot. Little contacts. We're just saving these, look. That's nice, that turned out to be copper, them little bits. Quite often they're brass, excuse me. This is brass, I can feel these. I won't be using them snips on a bit of brass. Use the larger ones. There we go. Another little tiny contact into the pot. Right, so what we got? I really like the look of this little thing. I like the look that it offers me. Someone want to make me a cup of tea? Do you know what I've mislaid? Got some pliers. I've broken a few of these now. I need a new set. Just some little micro scrapping pliers. But I've got another set somewhere. These fall on the floor and never get seen again. There we go, look. A bit more like a ball nose end. So they're great for undoing these little nuts and bolts instead of getting spanners and things on them. Because you only got to loosen them and then they pop off by hand. And they're brass. All adds up, my friend. Let's go up to the top. Is that like the heat sensor? Got a little brass nuts and bolts to it. Wouldn't fit much beer in that anyway, would you? As a distiller. Well, that'd be the condenser, wouldn't it? Not that I know. I don't drink. Nothing against people that do drink, it's up to them. I just don't do it. Haven't touched a drop for 2 years. I'm very proud for that. Caused me issues, you know what I mean? You can do. You know you've got a problem when you say to yourself, right, I ain't drinking today, and then you can't not do it. Couple of nice little bits of brass on there. Hey! That's on there. There's nothing you want to move. Thought that one might do. I wanted to go back though, you know what I mean? I'm doing each bit at a time. I'm quite sure what that is, non-return valve or something. Pressure release valve. As you can see, when you strip that stuff down, you get a big pile of junk. That's what I like. No, that's just the, I guess that's the inlet. No, that was the outlet because this side had the valve, didn't it? So that's the inlet from the mains, and that was the outlet. Cool little things really, aren't they? You want some hot water like. I might put some heat on that just to get that lid off. I might keep that little copper pot, that'd be nice. If I could just if I can solder up a little copper plate to the bottom of these. So how easy these will come out of there, I don't know. There you go. week. I probably won't, it'll just sit in a box for a couple of years. I remember doing this with the big copper cylinders. You better just break the nuts and that off. Not nuts, the inlet and outlet. They'll come off of there, yeah, look, another little copper washer. Let's see if we can do something with this. Got a bit of water in there. Right, it's gone indoors, that one. I ain't bothered about a bit of water on the bench because I've got a nice wood burner going there, and it's everything nice and dry in it. Dry up with no time. There you go, another bit of copper, another bit of brass. I'll have to get a hacksaw on that. Got a bit of water in there was. Old iron! I ain't got COVID, have I? Mocha. That's better. Sounds like a cattle bell, doesn't it? What do I can do with this? It's a nice shape, isn't it? Make a little steam propeller on the top. Put it on top of the wood burn, it'd be like a little steam engine. Oh, that snapped. Oh well. So did that one. Yeah, I'm going to need to get that top off of there, aren't I? Actually, I could have a nice little pot like that and then cut the top off, couldn't I? Because it seems to be that these... Yeah, look, Snobby Scrap Picker was talking about this the other day when he was knocking out the insulation from the wire. It's very similar to pyro. Just insulation, isn't it? And I reckon they might be iron. No, so they'll be brass, you see. Put in the brass pot then. How easy these things will come off of there. Not very well. You can see that pyro-ish type stuff in there now, can't you? Pyro-ish? What is that powder? Is that a ceramic? There you go. Flat now, look. Yeah, mate. What's going to be the best thing to cut this then? You don't want to cut it there. I'd like to cut it just inside, and then I can roll it over. Oh, there's loads of them, look. Hello! Looks like a sloth. Ooh! Or, ooh! Copper! 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 Oh, you got a giggle. Right. Some muck coming out of there. Ooh! So what have we got then? Hammer and chisel. Don't really want to get a grinder on it. Jigsaw. Jigsaw's packed away somewhere, I think. I won't be seeing that today. Oh well, there's a little job for the future then, isn't it? Told you that'd end up like that. Or I could just chuck that. No coming out. Chuck it in the copper as it is. That's a nice tub. I like. So there you have it. We've got a bit of brass. Imagine this is some sort of diaphragm. Well, that wasn't fixed on there very much, was it? Some solid brass. I think these ones open up enough. If not, it'll be a pair of mole grips. Yeah. Should have thought about that, shouldn't I? Roll that way round. Got them over there, get a lever on that then. Around the back there, look. Yeah, sorted. Sorted, Miss Moneypenny. If I haven't distorted that nut, looks like it should slide straight off the end. Look at that. Bit of brass. You know what I'm going to do with that? There goes the name tag. There's a bit of brass on there, so I'll bust that open. That'll go in the pot. The stuff that needs sorting out. So we've got some little brass nuts and bolts. A few bits of copper there, look. Little bunch of wire. The brass. The copper. Copper. Copper, 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 bit of brass. If I can get that olive off the end of there. Olive. Little dents in it, look. Hopefully. Whoa, these things are rubbish. Anyway. It loosened it up enough, stretched it for me to get the olive off, and that will just fly off the end. A bit of copper, another bit of copper, another bit of copper with brass. These are really easy, these soldered joints. All you do is get your side cutters as close as possible to do that, and that normally snaps off. There you go. Copper, brass, brass. Plastic, bit of brass, lost my plastic pot. So what we'll do is just check these on the magnet. Hey, that's the last set of cutters, that. Yeah, it just snapped. Oh well. We'll clip all these off, they go in the brass pot. These little wire connectors gives me something to do, doesn't it? So now I've got nothing else to strip down here really. It's starting to run out. One skip, that's all it would take. One skip. If I found one skip, then it'll keep me busy for ages. Because there is always something to find in these skips. But might as well cut that bit of copper off of there as well, look. straight in the copper pot. See that? All the little bits. That's the brass pot. See that? All mounts up. Watch out, Dan's using his hand like an anvil. Not that it causing himself a mischief. Oh, I wonder if anyone's up live later. I think Ali said Tina was, so I'll double check that in a minute. That's a nice big one, I'll keep that. So then we've got with bits of wire, a few little bits of copper on it. I'm not going to bother stripping this stuff back to hairy, it's just not worth it. Could pull it out and use it as singles, but let's just shorten that bit for now. Got more bits of copper there, look. I ain't doing this for value. You know what I mean? I'd be daft. The amount of time it takes to do all these little bits of copper and brass. I do it because I want to. Like the rest of you. Because we want to. What have we got on there, look? A light bulb. There you go. And then another little bit of brass connector, brass washer, little brass nut. Lovely little brass nuts. Only small. Like I say, that's up. And I do make things, so these little nuts and bolts are always handy. So we can put these in this little pot here for now. Not the screws, I don't want them. I always have a can close at hand with the brass, in which they will go in. So what else did we get? A couple more bits of brass there, look. A bit of brass I'll keep for now. I ain't got to feed it, have I? So what's harm is there in keeping it? A couple of little bits of rubbish. Rubbish! So this is like a heat sensor, I think, like out of your tumble dryer, like a thermometer. What a thermometer is it? What do they call it? Thermostat. Then what you'll have inside, little brass rivet, silver contacts. Sometimes these are gold. See that? On a bit of brass. Get a little bit of copper off of there. That bit down the brass. There's an iron rivet. Right, little brass rivet. That can all go in. So these are the bits we want. There you go. Just like that. Try a little pop. Marker scrapping. Keeps you busy. Not everybody needs to keep busy. Some people have got enough going on without having to entertain themselves. At the moment I haven't. Brass. Makes your hands dirty, look, and you end up cutting them to bits. All part of the fun. I think there's another little contact in there. Just let me get this open. Then you're gonna do a mischief. Good shot. Good shot, old chap. Screwdriver. Okay. I thought there was another little contact in there, but I'm wrong. Not a lot in there at all. Is that stainless? Certainly feels like it. That's like a biomalic diaphragm, isn't it? It flexes. I think so. Stainless. Iron. So a little stainless. Little bunch of wire. There's a few contacts. We had a little bit of brass down the jars, a little bit of copper, and these things. I'm going to have that little disc out of there as well. But there you go. Nice little bit of copper out of the shower unit, I think. Hot water. I think it's one of them trickle hot water things just for washing your hands. But there you go. That keeps me busy. So thank you for watching, whoever did watch it. Appreciate that. Give us a thumbs up. That'd be even more awesome. Now I don't like to say this, but I do have a little Amazon wish list that I've got small tools on there. It's it's a funny old game, that, isn't it? You know, you have your wish list, but if anyone does want to help me, like, support my channel, then take a look. You know, if you want to buy me something, then that'd be much appreciated. Always is. And if there's anything I can do for you guys, shout me out. You know, I'll make these little copper name tags if anyone wants one of those, or, you know, shout me out. You don't know, do you? I might be able to help you. But thanks for watching today. Awesome. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.